It has been a while. It has been, what, 3 months since I last touched this game on this console for recording purposes. I'm sorry about that, I just got sidetracked. I think I first stopped because I wanted to finish Lies of P, and then I just got sidetracked by other games, and with that I wanted to play more than I wanted to record this. But now we're back. Hopefully I'm going to get to regular posting today. I'm going to take a break tomorrow as I won't be available. And I'm going to hopefully post another one on Wednesday. I didn't do any of those quests I said I was going to do offline because I just wanted to go ahead and record a video because I don't have all day. One of which is I got a PS5. As you may have noticed by a specific video on my channel that my most recent one, it was about the Demon Souls King Allant boss. Which, I love that boss, by the way. This is not my first time playing Demon Souls. I played it on this console, obviously. But, I might record some, the Souls series afterwards. And I think my plan for this one is to finish up with the manor.
Oh.
One thing I'm gonna mention is I'm not gonna be reading the whole Forest of Myth thing because I don't think any of us want to sit here and read that. I might make a separate part of the series specifically for Kaine's story. I think I might make that because it's more interesting than, you know, the rest of it. 97k, that's fine. I didn't get Earthworm's Claw, did I? Nah. I guess I'm finally getting back in the habit of actually calling these weapons by their replicant/gestalt names. As opposed to their Drakengard 1 games. Like, I'm not calling this one Raven Feeder. I'm actually called it Earthworm's Claw, as opposed to Dragonhook. Disclaimer, I'm never calling this Moonrise, I'm always going to call it Moonfire. Because Moonfire is a better name and better weapon. But yeah. Sorry, I've just got some allergies today. Sneezed like 10 times because I just helped my neighbor move her mower. Anyways, this shouldn't take too long since I'm mostly going to be skipping dialogue. And we are going to get Faith as well because, well, it's a good weapon. And it only takes like a couple minutes. I already know the paths I need for the other 2 dreams. But yeah, I'm actually kind of happy to start recording again. Finally found the motivation. I'm gonna do, like, I'm actually working on another video, and by working on, I mean it's gonna take a while to do, so it's not gonna come out. It's sort of like one of those challenge videos, like, oh, can you beat Resident Evil 2 with only the pistol? Or can you beat Dark Souls with only magic, or something like that. The sort of, can you beat X with only X sort of challenges. I'm doing that for Drakengard 1, specifically with only level 1 weapons. Now, this is actually, there's one thing I didn't account for, is that you can actually choose the weapon level. Like, if you want, you can use Kai's sword at level 1, but it only works after you get it to level 4 already. As such, I found a loophole to do that if I ever, you know, because Kai's sword is the only one you can use for the event things. I found a loophole, because I'm not counting it. if you get enough kills to level up, because they don't level up till the
Sure is
level is over.
here. Such
As such,
silence
I
spells
figured something
ill.
out.
There's
If I level up
trouble
Time
in
Sword
my-
straight from 1 to 4, I can choose it back at level 1.
That's
That's
what
a
I
last
love
resort.
about you, Vice. You're such an optimist.
Anyways, enough
That's
about
cheek.
Drakengard 1. Let's actually play through this. And we're gonna start mashing. I already know all the answers, and this part is like my least favorite part of the game. Answer is one. What? The 3 riddles. Yeah. The answer is, how the hell should I know? It's a secret. I'm not reading all this shit. I have work today, and I want to get this video at least recorded before work. Sunlight. And then a man. And that's it. There is the most annoying part of the game. Done. Let's go ahead and do the easier one first. Being this dude, which plays one of 2 instances of, one of like 3 instances of Kaine Escape. Two of which only play in these fucking Death Train things. These word adventures. The answer for this one, it's beta. If anyone's having trouble, it's beta. But, yeah, I've got plenty of time to get this all recorded. I already mentioned that I'm not a big fan of the ergonomics of the PS3 controller. This is an off-brand, but it's still the same form factor. This one is a challenge. There's a little map that they don't show you, but I remember the way. So what you do is you're gonna proceed north, and then west. It is always northwest, northwest, northwest. Or is it east? Northeast, east. I was wrong. It was east. Northeast, northeast. I was wrong. It's east, not west. So you're gonna go north again. And there you go. Northeast, northeast, north. There you go. And that's it.
Hello.
You have one-handed sword Faith, also known as Nobuyoshi. You know what? I actually need to check something. I'm gonna pause because I want to see what Nobuyoshi actually translates to. Alright, I just checked it. It means like joy or something in English. It's a male name. If you ever need a one-handed sword to use, this was one. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade it to level 4 before the time skip. Because everything you need you can just buy. Or get in the junk heap on like the first floor. I'm not gonna do that though. I don't feel like it. There is a weapon. Nah, I'm just gonna stick with how I normally play. I don't want to play it any way that's different than I usually do. Because this is just my playthrough. This is not a special run. Some other runs I'll like prioritize a specific weapon. Like I think my last playthrough I did it for Moonfire because I wanted to do it. They severely nerfed the glow on the blade. Like look at Moonfire and Drakengard 1 and 2, especially 2, and then compare it to NIER this one and especially NIER Replicant. I think it's also good in Drakengard 3 as well, but I gotta go check that out. I'll probably do that later. But Moonfire, out of every weapon in the Drake and NIER series, Moonfire is my favorite weapon. Always. With the exception of Drakengard 2, which might be Keim's sword instead. However, Moonfire is still a very powerful weapon in that game, it's just I'm not a fan of the combos as much as Keim's sword. But I think it does have more damage numbers, or at least similar. Which reminds me, I think I might do a Drakengard 2 playthrough at some point. Because I've played through the game almost in its entirety twice. I've gotten endings A, B, and C. No, A and B twice, and C once, so I'm working on the C a second time. It's still my least favorite game in the series, though. You know, I'm kind of glad this version didn't get remastered, because then we'd have people on some like porn-addicted motherfuckers on Twitter saying, "Oh, Daddy, she called him Daddy." God damn, I hate those types of people. I mean, I'm not exactly... what's the word? Safe on Twitter, myself. But, it's, how do I put it? It's not that bad. I at least have some modicum of dignity and shame. Because usually whenever I say something like that, it's exaggerated to be funny or to be sarcastic. But that's beside the point. I think I mainly make these to play NIER and just vent my thoughts, because it's a nice outlet to talk. Even if no one really watches these, I don't really mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really feel like doing quests. There's one that takes a while, but it gives us a lot of money. But I don't think money's really going to be an issue, especially with the amount of times you're going to have to go through the Forest of Myth. Not the Forest of Myth, the... What the hell is it called again? The Junk Heap, because you get a lot of money. If you're ever struggling for money in this game, go to the Junk Heap. Run through it. Sell all the items. Why am I going up this way? I'll grab a couple maps, though.
Hey!
Never mind. Oh, there they are. There's no point in buying this one, as the Forest of Myth is pretty small, and there's no trophy for getting them. It's just, I like having maps.
The black scrawls here.
Anyways, let's head on out. By the way, this quest is the worst quest in the game. It's long. It's tedious. And you don't get anything. Oh well. That's why I'm not doing it, because I fucking hate that quest. It's terrible. Anyways, I just want to murder some shades. Rusty kitchen knife, you know, I really wish I could get this when I'm actually farming for upgrade materials as opposed to randomly. Like, I'm not kidding, when I needed one broken wristwatch, when I need, like, multiple for a weapon, it takes forever, but then when I only need one more, I get 3. I get 3 on the route. That actually reminded me, I was playing Elden Ring, and I was farming for the Knight's Greatsword that, like, the Godric Knights drop, and it took me over an hour. The route itself gives me less than 1,000 souls, and I ended up, before I got it, with 47,000. I was pissed. Did.
How can these beasts let us dispatch them without complaint? What would make them appear in this area in the first place? It is hardly what one would call a special ground.
There we go. Word edit is something that I don't really see myself using that much. Maybe I should mess with it. Because it seems like an interesting thing. It's like a weapon upgrading in this game, where it's cool, you just don't really need to do it. 'Cause all it really does is... Wasn't I just talking about broken wristwatches? But as I was saying, it's not something that's required. It's only something you do if you want to. Compared to like Automata, where it's more necessary, and Drakengard, specifically Drakengard 2 and 3, where it is mandatory. Not for anything, but because it's almost impossible to do it without upgrading a weapon once. That's why I find it interesting only using level 1 weapons. And that's why I'm doing it. Also because I thought that no matter what level the weapon was, you could choose to go back to level 1 if you do it. But it's also a way for me to pretty much use all the weapons too, in ways I don't. I'm also limiting myself to only using Pine and Angelus as little as possible. Anyways, I wanna get on in here. Also, these are not edited, I'm just, I'm only... That's cool. I am pretty much just recording through OBS, and...
Please, right this way.
Recording through OBS, maybe pausing if I need to. And uploading. Because it's just, there's nothing I really need to edit. If I need to pause, I'll just hit the pause button on OBS. But I enjoy this, even if not that many people watch it. So I'm starting out as a, well, I don't want to say let's player. I just like recording this shit. This is what I've always wanted to do on YouTube. So let me turn the volume down on the mic. There we go. Nah, that's still a bit of a pain. Think that's better? I think so. Alright.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
What am I gonna use for the
We've come this
thumbnail?
far.
I might use,
I suppose we can't turn
there's
back
only, like,
now.
1 or 2
This
cutscenes that
boyfriend
appeared
better
before.
be worth it.
There's very few cutscenes that are gonna be in this episode.
I don't like
Maybe
this
I'm
one
doing the
bit.
one where either Kaine shows back up
Sounds
or
scared,
where Rubin
Bryce.
first shows up.
Maybe.
Shit.
No, why don't we head back?
Maybe.
Oh, also one thing. I just hit 200 subscribers. I'm incredibly thankful, and I'm actually working on a video to celebrate. It might be like, it's gonna be like a room tour, but I will first need to clean the room, get everything set up how I want,
Hey, where'd
and
Kaine
then
go?
I'll do the tour.
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, I just know one ever listened to me.
By the way, I'm pretty sure this whole area is a
Somebody get me
Resident
out of
Evil
here!
reference. And I like Resident Evil. I might
What's
start,
this? The picture has changed.
I might start doing Resident Evil playthroughs on this channel. Because I have all of them. Well, almost. I have Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. 0. The remake of 1. I also have Code Veronica. I have not finished yet. I have 4, 5, and I'm working on 6. I have both Revelations games. I have 7, 8, and I have all the remakes. Might also do it with Silent Hill, but I only have 2 or 3. And it's also not that interesting to watch the moving party play the horror
What
game.
hole did they crawl from?
Unless it's like a long I also want to do it with Souls games. The issue is mainly with Elden Ring. I'm not as good at it as I am at something like Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. And again with Bloodborne, there's some bosses that still take me forever. Specifically Kaz, sometimes Garamond, and Lawrence.
You're an adult. Male. Maybe 40?
You got all that from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
And I suppose I should tell you about my friend Weiss.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal.
I find this funny because Vice isn't even here. I mean, he's technically there. It's just I don't think the frame rate could have handled having Vice float beside you. I'm not complaining about it. It's something that's used for a few visual gags.
But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emil. I'm the master of this manor.
You the kid who sent a letter to my little girl?
Letter? I don't know anything about a letter.
About my Drakengard 2 playthrough, I'm not going to play through the whole game 3 times when I actually record it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play through ending A, and then I'm going to record separately ending B, because I can do that pretty quickly. Ending C, which I'm working on my current file that I'm doing now, I'll record and use that for footage.
No, of course not. Such a thing would be far too simple.
No, stay back.
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, my butler might know more about the letter you received. My key can unlock any door in the manor, so if you want to follow me...
That's all right. We can get around on our own.
Oh, well, okay. Here's the key. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
Think we should look for Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
True enough.
One other thing I want to work on is speedrun of this game, because I've done it before. My PB is around 354-ish. Problem is, I don't know if I'm allowed to record it separately, because I can either stream it from my Xbox directly, because the Xbox One can actually play this game, or I'm going to have to stream for OBS, and it's not going to have a good frame rate. I don't want to do that for 4 hours. Anyway, it's time for the longest chain of dialogue in the game.
Is that another one?
Important.
It moves!
What's the matter?
Sir?
This...
Yes, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emil.
I doubt he's even human.
Look, someone sent a letter to my daughter.
Yes, I wrote the letter. Please forgive my impertinence in sending it. As you may know, Master Emil, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of your courageous exploits, and so I sent a letter under Master Emil's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
So you wrote the letter?
I did, sir. My letter merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
Oh, thank God he's not Leonard. Or Leonard. The blind guy from Drakengard 1.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
If you know, you know.
She's just a kid. She probably didn't understand what was going on.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day when we could cure Master Emil's eyes.
I think you want a doctor. I'm just a big guy who kills things.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Well, off we go then.
One thing I noticed a lot about this conversation versus in Replicant is he's initiating more, as opposed to Vice, who's leading the conversation in Replicant.
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
And that's part of why I like the father. He starts off with an established character and personality that doesn't grow as much. I mean, it still grows throughout the story. But it's just more interesting to watch him keep his old personality after the event that happens.
So why don't you just go get it?
The location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat these shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste.
We'll do it.
We will.
The more shades we kill, the better Yona's chances. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I know it's a lot to ask. I'm sorry. At least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right? My butler thinks so much of me. For him to make such outlandish requests. I'm coming with you. It's unfair to let you go on your own. And besides, it might be fun to put my eyes to good use for once.
God damn it. Bro. And here we're gonna get called Song. That's a cool name. Yeah, we'll equip it. Also, I don't know. Should I go in that? Ways, nah. What's my XP? Nah, I don't see a point.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
I do not like anything about this place.
Why does every book I meet have a bad attitude?
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire eyes. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed. How many pages does this infernal book possess?
It's gotta be running low by now. Is this bastard ever gonna stop?
Had my mic turned off. I was saying, Life, Rurum, and Noir, they have a backstory developed called And Then There Went On. Pretty interesting. I'd recommend checking it out. My wife is back. I've also started to become very fond of Karen.
And where have you been?
And of course, Adios, because she's both my profile picture and my
Getting our
profile
asses
banner.
handed
Here,
to us by a floating
Twitter, and
dipstick.
Discord. Anyways, I
I
want to
suppose strength is beyond measure.
So what's the plan then?
I am an arcane text, not a man of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this guy?
That's Emil. He's the kid that runs this.
Fuck! This fuck is a real asshole!
Yeah, I should have warned you about that, Emil.
Ah, the sweet dulcet tones of the woman in my ears yet again.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
Well learned, and yet I see your knees quake like warm water.
Save the heroics for when you're older, kid.
Would you all please just shut the hell up and fight?
Am I bugging you, Kaine?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches to a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so.
Now!
There we go. This boss is pretty good. And I just had a great idea. As a matter of fact, I've had multiple great ideas. I'll discuss it when these cutscenes end, because I want to see how they hear, but I want to see these first.
Weiss, this is it.
Annulling a petrification curse. Ah.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code! We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emil. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian...
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
Emil, listen to me.
Yes? What is it?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're part of you, a vital part of you. Do you understand?
What? A shade? How did you...
This arm, this creature, it's me. I thought I'd need it only until I found my vengeance. And once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine...
But listen, if this shade should ever...
No! Kaine, I promise I'll never give up. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
Bye!
Listen, Yona's sick. She doesn't have a lot of friends. If you could send more letters, I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
I would be delighted, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Hang in there. Next time we meet, perhaps I'll be able to look you in the eye.
I saw you exchange some
Something I
words
wanted to
with
mention,
Emil
Kaine's hair
earlier.
flows in the wind. Oh, got a trophy.
Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age.
Doesn't do this in replica, by the way.
Speak the truth, hussy!
Book? Shut up.
Yeah, cram it, Vice. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
And now all that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Oh, we'll find him. I know we will.
Anyways, that idea I had was not only a ranking of all the bosses in each game, like best boss, the ranking of Drinking Guard 1 boss, Drinking Guard 2, etc., but also my favorite and least favorite boss of each game. I might start working on that at some point soon. But this is about it. We're just gonna save. We got a couple more cutscenes to watch, and then I can save, and that'll be it. Also turning out to be a pretty short episode, comparatively.
Yona, come. You need your rest.
I'm sorry.
It won't be long, Yona. I have all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Don't worry about me.
Are you gonna make me better? Is my cough gonna go away?
Yona?
Dad, don't hate me for this. Okay?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this disease.
A father could never hate his daughter. I'll see if Popola has more medicine. Yona doesn't have the strength to fight this disease.
We must find Grimoire Noir at once. Only this can save her.
Alright, that's it. Let me just make a save real quick. God damn, it's been like 3 months. And a half, actually, because it's the 29th. Wow. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I'll be coming back in a couple days, probably on Wednesday, so 1st of May. Post another video, record some more. Anyways, that's about it. See y'all later.
Poor girl.